If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, if you want to tell me you hate my videos, the best way to do it is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, 50 Cent apologizes to MoneyBagg Yo, and Drake catches a fan trying to sneak take a picture of him. Jeezy talks 6ix9ine, and Missy Elliott talks about that one time she had to walk through Brooklyn with a trash bag on. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, so that's MoneyBagg Yo, right? And he posts up a picture of him and his girl, and it says, she's on whatever I'm on, right? And I don't know if a lot of people realize this or not, but MoneyBagg Yo's girl is Megan Thee Stallion, right? So that's Megan Thee Stallion in the picture, laying on the pool table, looking like a snack. Well, she looking like a whole meal. She ain't looking like no snack, right? And I guess, I guess some people know that they're together, right? They're working on new music together. Last week, MoneyBagg Yo premiered a little clip of a song with him and Megan Thee Stallion, but I guess somebody like 50 Cent didn't know that both of them were together, right? So, yeah, MoneyBagg Yo says she's on whatever I'm on, and then, 50 Cent trolls a lot of people on Instagram and Twitter, so 50 Cent jumped in the comments, of course, and said, all kind of good-looking hoes out here. The pressure's gonna break them, LOL, right? And basically, she's saying that, or he's saying that MoneyBagg Yo is probably gonna, like, cheat on his girl, or cheat on, whatever girl that is laying on there, and there's mad hoes out here, so another one is going to catch your eye, right? So MoneyBagg Yo comments on 50 Cent's comment and says, yeah, hoes, but she don't fall in that category, right? Talking about Megan Thee Stallion, right? And so I guess a lot of people must have hit 50 Cent up, must have talked to him, whatever the case may be, because he didn't realize that the person in the picture was actually Megan Thee Stallion, right? So yesterday, actually 50 Cent apologized to MoneyBagg Yo, which is crazy because 50 don't apologize to like hardly anybody, right? So he says, hey MoneyBagg Yo, I looked at the picture and I saw your comment, and when I wrote that, I didn't even realize that was Megan. Misunderstanding, no disrespect, I'll hit your phone later, right? So he's basically said, look, it was a misunderstanding, I was trolling you, I didn't know that was Megan Thee Stallion, no disrespect, and I'll call you later, right? Like man to man. And I mean, that's cool, right? 50 Cent is from the old school, and he don't want no beef over, a female, first of all. Secondly, why do I got to beef with you over your girl when that's your girl, right? I ain't mean to call her no hoe. I ain't mean to disrespect her, and my bad. You know what I'm saying? So that was all cool. And of course, he apologized to MoneyBagg Yo in public because he trolled MoneyBagg Yo in public, right? And I feel 50 Cent was just trying to troll somebody, just like he always does. But, he might have just went like a little bit too far, that time, right? And then, a lot of people was commenting on it too. And one fan even said something crazy. They was like, every day 50 Cent reminds us why he got shot 9 times, right? And that is crazy, right? It's funny, but it's crazy because, I mean, look, 50 Cent is like that one friend. And I'm sure like he loves Lloyd Banks, right? And he loves Tony Ayo, right? But he's like that one friend that will just annoy you and annoy you and annoy you until you get so mad that you just like want to slap him, or like until you just don't want to talk to him like forever. Like even Young Buck appreciates, loves, and respects 50, but also came out with a diss record against him, right? Lloyd Banks is keeping his distance because he don't want to gotta slap 50, right? And Tony Ayo is still always around, but 50 Cent be trolling Tony Ayo too, and then call up Tony Ayo and be like, yo, what's up, man? Let's go perform. Like crazy. But you know what? That's 50's personality, and that's how he's been since day one when he came out with How to Rob. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Yo, this is funny, right? And I feel like Drake handled it pretty well, right? So Drake is chilling. He's in a restaurant. His whole team is there. There's mad people there, right? And they're just chilling. They eating, whatever. And nobody's even like talking to Drake or anything like that. And I guess, that's the people like that's in Drake's close circle because they weren't impressed that Drake was there. And they was just chilling and eating. And Drake was like looking around with his phone or whatever like that, right? But I guess he must have seen that some girl was like taking a picture picture of him from like a little bit away from him, like maybe like 10 or 20 feet away from where he was sitting at, right? And so he picks up his phone, and this is so smart, right? Like if somebody's trying to take a picture of you on a sneak tip, pick up your phone. But it's crazy though, because I'm in a restaurant, right? And I'm trying to eat. I'm not an animal, I'm a human, right? This is not, you know, the zoo where you're gonna sit there and watch me eat like, oh wow, look at him eating. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake is a man, Drake is a human, and maybe just wants to eat in peace and enjoy time with his friends, right? So such a dope way for him to do that by picking up his phone, right? And being like, oh, I see you. You know what I'm saying? And at first he was filming her and she didn't realize it, and then he zoomed in on her and she tries to put her phone away like mad quick and act like, yo, she's talking and having a conversation. Like that's crazy, because if you really like wanted to take a picture of Drake or film him or whatever, like why wouldn't you? And still, this is a little bit inappropriate because that man is eating, but you could just probably get up, you know, talk to one of his security guards. Hey, if you don't mind, can I please say hi to Drake? Or can I please take a picture with Drake, and see if like he's in the mood to do that, right? Of course, you know, if he would have got up and did it, he would have been blowing up spots, and then everybody would have been trying to take a picture with Drake. You know, probably would have been a line in the restaurant for people to take a picture with him. But I'm just saying, and he has every right to say no, right? But I'm saying, like, for you to like sneak and take a picture of dude while he's sitting there trying to eat is crazy. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, Joe, so Jeezy does an interview on Big Boy in the Neighborhood, right? He's basically like promoting his album, TM104, that's coming out, and talking about how he's retiring from rap, you know, whatever, right? So he ain't retiring, you know, rappers do this all the time. But anyway, so they asked him about 6ix9ine, right? And I don't know why, but they basically was like, you know, what do you feel about 6ix9ine, right? And Jeezy actually was like, yo, 6ix9ine is a marketing genius, right? He was like, yo, you gotta understand, like, he's an actor. That's basically what he equated 6ix9ine to, right? And if you're a good actor, you know how to play the role really well, right? You know how to market whatever role that you playing really well on social media. You know, like, what is gonna captivate people. You know what's gonna catch people's eyes. If you're running around with mad bloods or people with red flags and Trey White, you know, all the time, then that's just crazy for your image. And it's like a dope, you know, storyline that you're putting together within hip hop, basically, right? But he's also saying, like, but, you know, he kind of trolled a little bit too much, or he was acting a little bit too well, to the point where he got picked up on RICO charges, right? And then once that happens, you're done, right? And then Jeezy was like, if he thinks that he ain't doing no jail time, he's crazy, because everybody does jail time. And then they asked him about, like, Jeezy, they asked him about 6ix9ine, like, telling on everybody, right? And he was like, come on, man, like, do you really think that 6ix9ine wasn't gonna tell? Like, he said that he's seen my bosses tell. He's seen John Gotti's tell, you know what I'm saying? So if those people are gonna tell, then a kid that's 23 years old, of course he's gonna tell. If he feels like he can get like 10 years and come back out when he's like 33, yeah, he'll tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said that he wasn't surprised at all when that happened, you know what I'm saying? But it was just crazy because, yeah, yo, Jeezy is talking straight facts when he says that, yeah, 6ix9ine was a marketing genius in the fact that he knew exactly what he was doing and how to do it. But at the same time, man, I mean, all of that, get you nowhere fast if you really about that life. And I really think that the craziest thing that 6ix9ine did was when he was like filming crimes and like just talking about like real crimes on social media. You can talk about what you used to do, right? And you can even talk about some fake stuff, right? Because we don't know what's real and what's fake. But if you talk about real crimes because you want to be real and authentic and really gangster on social media, then you messed up, right? When he was filming that one robbery that they did in the vestibule when they robbed Scunna, like, you was filming it and then you posted it online like a real robbery, right? So now the cops have the video from you and also the video from the surveillance camera, bro. Like, you're wildin', right? So, you know, it's all of that, right? And then for him to go tell is a whole different thing, but y'all already know. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Well, that's the video. No, Kian, it's funnier back here.
There's going to be going on
Missy Elliott posts this on Twitter, right? And she says, the nostalgia. This suit brought back such great memories the other night. I wanted to cry happy tears. First, I thought of how the hell did I walk in a patent leather blow-up suit 2 decades ago? Shooting my first video, I walked to a gas station to blow the suit up, right? And then being that it was too big to get in the car, she had to walk back through the streets of Brooklyn with this big blow-up suit on. Then she finally got to the set and the suit was deflated, but through all of it, there was great memories. And then she thanks June Ambrose and Hype Williams, right? This is funny as hell, right? Because, yo, I remember like when I was a kid seeing Missy Elliott in the video, I can't stand the rain, you know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy. It's like, is she in a giant like trash bag? She's like, me, I'm super fly, you know what I'm saying? It was just like dope, right? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Missy is a legend. She just dropped a new album. She was just honored on MTV. And I think like it's time that she gets her flowers. And also, when I think about Missy Elliott, I also think about like Busta Rhymes, right? Because both of them had like them crazy videos and like those weird like movements and like 20,000 dancers in the background and that little girl dancing and just kids dancing and like funny suits and Busta Rhymes, woo-ha! You know what I'm saying? In the way that he was moving and had like the red hat, which looked like an Abraham Lincoln hat, and then a red, you know, coat on that was mad long. Like he was the first one to rock the frock, for real. Like wasn't his coats were like mad long in the back? But now everybody dresses like that. Red pants on, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just crazy. And I think that comes from like the brain of like, of course it's these rappers, because not every rapper was doing it. Maybe like a Redman was doing it, Busta Rhymes was definitely doing it, and Missy was doing it. And then Ludacris kind of did it too, right? But it also comes from like the brain of Hype Williams too, who just had like dope visions with like certain music videos and cool concepts and using the fish islands and everything like that. Like that was really popular like in the late 90s to early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? And it was fire, you know what I'm saying? And just to watch Missy like kind of bring it back on her performance on MTV, where she kind of switched through like a bunch of different videos that she was in. She had on that. She did like the out in like the middle of a cornfield where like her dancers and everybody were being like abducted by aliens and everything. Like it was crazy, right? If y'all didn't see the performance, yeah, I gotta watch it. But this is dope, yo. Let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.